actually. We could have gotten a lot of orbs if we did that. And yes, I see this orb right here, and I don't want it right now. Because I can't get it. Okay, never mind. Look at what happens when you want to give up, and you actually end up doing the thing correctly. That's the beauty of actually trying. You can do some amazing things. So, sorry, the level ending score is more for prizes, and specifically I think it's been for bells, the collectibles as they're called, which help you buy more outfits at Zoom Zooms, or Zoom Zooms, or Zoomies, or however the heck he says his name, because honestly I think his name is... he says his name in a strange way. It reminds me again of Obby from Saw 2. I'm not going to go through the whole entire thing for Obby again. I think I've talked about that far enough on the stream. Way too much, I guess. But just know that he says his name in a weird way. Everyone says it in a weird way. I think Life Cereal took over as my favorite cereal. Runner-up is Grape Nuts. I didn't know you were exploring Grape Nuts. Oh, there you go. You also get costume pieces. I didn't know you were exploring Grape Nuts. And Life Cereal is amazing. Is this the... You had a specific Life Cereal, didn't you? It was, like cinnamon? Life cinnamon flavor? And you said something about it being not as overbearingly cinnamon flavored as Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's like a light sprinkle of cinnamon. I think I remember that. And I don't think I've had Grape Nuts because I'm not 70 years old. But I'm glad that you are fast-tracking your admission into the AARP. Just kidding, of course. I know a lot of people that like Grape Nuts that are younger than 70. You know, I know someone that's like 62 or something. You know, come to think of it, I don't think I even know your age, so you might be 62 or 61, which would make you the youngest person I've seen love Grape Nuts. This is just a portal to a downloadable content pack I got from the special edition. I didn't look up if the special edition things were just for my version or if this is stuff that came in like all of the first run versions of the game. Let's see. There actually is a cutscene, so we're going to stay on this file for just a little bit. There is another cutscene that I don't know, I don't remember what's in it, but yeah, that is so cute. 28? What? No, there's no way. That's not true. No, then you're not eating Grape Nuts. You're eating like Chips Ahoy cereal or whatever it's called. Cookie Crisp. That's what it is. I honestly forgot the name until I thought about that commercial and that slogan. Well, not slogan necessarily, but the way he says it. The, dialectical... I don't know. Oh yeah, in Little Big Planet, anything with a spongy texture is something you can grab onto. Yes, you can get up to this area by doing that, what I just did. But it's funny because you actually are meant to get up in a different way, which we will demonstrate in a second. Whoops. I like to do that. We will demonstrate that in just a second. I'm sure you're actually able to see pretty easily how to do it. But yeah, we'll just stay on this until we get to where my other file is, which isn't too far after this. I think it's only a couple levels.
Oh no.
I can't go back. Oh no. That's too bad. Oh well. We're doing a speed run, everybody. Don't worry about it. But yeah, we missed out on like a ton of stuff just now. Oh, and this is a new enemy. This is one of my favorite elements, though. That pulling of the, like, the Thing. Directed by John Carpenter, which is actually a remake of The Thing from Another World from, like, 1956. But no one remembers that one because the only one that really broke the horror industry and was so groundbreaking was the one starring Kurt Russell. But Kurt Russell probably wasn't old enough to have starred in the original Thing that... Oh, shoot. I just forgot the name of the 1950s version. The thing that... Dude, what the heck? I just forgot it. It's... I just said it too, didn't I? Like, didn't I literally just say it a minute ago? It's not the thing that should not be Sanitarium. That is a banger from... It's like one of the only bangers from the Black Album by Metallica, I think. That song doesn't sound good enough to be from one of their good albums, so I think it's from that one. I really don't know for sure, though. No, hold on. No. Yes. I don't know. Honestly, I think I've talked about this before. The Black Album isn't bad. It's just got that, what I called the Resident Evil 4 effect, where it itself is very good, but what it started for the band, like what Resident Evil 4 started for the Resident Evil franchise, is unfortunate. That's what I was going to say. Now, since then, though, I have actually warmed up quite a bit to the Resident Evil franchise post-Resident Evil 4. I really like Resident Evil 4 as it is. And I really like Resident Evil 5. And I noticed that with Resident Evil 3, the action stuff for the series did not just start with 4. The action in the series really started before that. Like, Resident Evil 3 had a decidedly more action-focused approach. And Code Veronica has that super cinematic, overly climactic everything feel, at least in the cutscenes, and the story a little bit, from what I've seen. So to say Resident Evil 4 was like the be-all, end-all beginning, which it does not make sense after following be-all, end-all, it was not that. It was not the be-all, end-all experience for Resident Evil going completely action. It was... Honestly, after playing it all the way through, I actually consider it to be a very logical next step for the series. I consider Resident Evil 4 to be a very logical jump from Resident Evil 3 and Code Veronica. And as a result, I also believe that Resident Evil 5 is also a logical evolution to 4 in terms of its action approach. Resident Evil 6 I still haven't played. I only played the demo, and you can see me sucking at and hating it on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ I don't actually remember what my URL is anymore because YouTube changed that, so now your URL has nothing to do with your name. But it's probably like youtube.com/channel equals... No. youtube.com/C equals capital V 3 lowercase d 9. I'm not gonna keep going. It probably has 30 or something digits in it. It's not good. Oh, did we actually get hit? We did get hit, so now you can see what that looks like. We'll go ahead and run this way. We got the rest of the orbs, and we can actually just go straight to the exit now. We don't have to worry about getting other orbs. Yes, it will bother me, though, if we don't at least try to get these ones. So let's go ahead and do that. You ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain! Okay. One thing that kind of bothers me in this game, which is super petty, is that there's no run button. I just kind of... I don't know, when it comes to platformers, if there isn't a run button, it doesn't feel right. There's something about it that just doesn't feel right. Like, you dig? It just doesn't feel right if I can't control the speed, you know? Or have something to hold on to. I guess I can fake it. I can fake it by holding the square button after punching, but the illusion only lasts for so long before I realize, no, I'm actually running the same exact speed. Like right there, I was holding it for the last like 10 seconds, and then I took it off and you didn't even notice because I'm going literally the same speed. Yay! I like this too because these pictures actually stay with you on the world select screen. I think... I actually don't know if you can overwrite them, though. You might be able to overwrite them. Like, if you really don't like it, or if maybe you did something that your parents wouldn't approve of, like bent your Sackboy over or something. I don't know. I don't know. People are weird. Maybe you want to overwrite that picture, so I hope you do have that choice eventually. It's just, I know what it's like to play video games as a kid that have creative possibilities. With Animal Crossing on the GameCube, I got to the point, I think I might have talked about this, I got to the point where one of my inmates, wow, villagers, they asked me to change their catchphrase, and I was like, oh, heck yeah. I'm gonna make them say the F word all the time. I was like 13, 12, I think, when this happened. I said, I'm gonna make them say the F word all the time. And so they did it. And I did that not thinking that it was something permanent. I didn't think about it as something that would never be able to be changed again. But my sister, who loved to tell on me all the time, she was like, Mom, Trog made our villager say the F word after every sentence. So, I get it. I get that when you have that creative freedom as a kid, and you don't think anyone else is going to see it, you're capable of some really twisted stuff. And I wish that I could undo that. I wish I could undo that somehow and be like, hey, so you know what? I don't know if I like you saying the F word anymore. Could you say something a little better, like the S word, or I don't know, maybe something even not a swear word? No such luck. So this is something that's interesting. I've only done it once. I mean, whoa, what the heck? There's a lamp that popped up. What is this? The Aladdin DLC that I was promised in my dreams? I'm surprised they don't make you hit it 3 times, just like the magic lamp. Or no, you don't have to hit it 3 times. What am I saying? You have 3 wishes. You don't have to hit it 3 times. This is all about getting an insane amount of collectibles in a small amount of time. Collectibles aren't like that hard to come by, but this certainly helps give you a bit of a stimulation of your collectible economy. This is a very useful thing, but I don't know the mechanics of it. I don't know if it's like in the Mario games. They have like the toad houses that pop up every like 3 levels or something. I don't really know what they're...
Time has run out. How about spending those collectibles at Zoom Zoom?
I don't know what the frequency is at which they appear,
I
but
deserve to be paid.
it's I'm wondering if it's like that, where it appears after you beat like 2 levels or 5 levels or something. Because I think it does go away after you do it once. Hopefully you can do it multiple times. If not, that's okay. But hopefully. So now we have a bunch of collectibles. Got 453, that's enough to buy something else. Here's our next level, actually. You know, Days Gone is like my favorite PS4 game ever. Don't check my library or trophies to see if that's true. You just have to trust me. Yeah, sure, it might look like I've never actually played it, but I don't know, I was on a different profile, obviously. I know everything about the game. The guy's name is Deacon. He rides a motorcycle. There's zombies. I know everything. Like, that's a lot of information, I know. It's hard to keep that all in. So far in this game, it does seem like every level has, like, a new... Oh, that was so cool the first time I saw it. Like, not knowing where the next portion of the level would be, and then it just opens up. I don't know for sure, but it seems like there might be, like... They might be taking the Mario approach of, like, every level has something new in it that you use. And you don't really use it for other levels as much. I don't know. I've only played like 4 levels in the game. I don't know why I'm making these absurd judgments already. I will say the combat is satisfying. I think it has to do partly with the special effects or sound effects. It's really satisfying. I love it. I love the feeling of popping these things out. Like each bell popping out, it's like it's a little knot. And you're undoing the knot. It's so satisfying. And then we can grab this and play a little basketball. Kobe! Grab another key. Take a banana. Take a buck. Take a banana. Take another buck. Oh shoot, I was trying to use him as like a leverage point, like he could push me up, but that did not work actually, because that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. It's a reference to something that I probably haven't seen. I probably just adopted it from someone else. Ooh, we got another one there. Nice. And the dream orbs are really satisfying to pick up. Just everything about the game, it feels satisfying to do pretty much anything. It's just that the level designs might leave a little bit to be desired. But I'm not, you know, my PhD is in Game Design 101. What? There we go. Can I get an achievement for slapping something with a fish? Because I have no idea why we even have a fish. I don't know why it's there. Oh, jeez, that was scary, actually. We'll discard him real quick. We'll throw this. Huh! Oh. My PhD is in Game Design 101, not Level Design 101, which is probably why you see how horrible I am at making Mario Maker levels. Because I try and put my game design master's thesis into effect when in fact it does nothing. You need a master's thesis in level design as well, and that's not something I have yet. So that's a whole long-winded explanation boiling down to, hey, I don't know what a good level would look like. I just feel like there's something that's missing with these levels. They have a little bit of a blandness to them that is not my favorite thing. That's all. If you ask me what that blandness is attributed to, or need me to explain further what that blandness is, I don't really have it for you. I'm sorry. It's just something I can't explain. I guess it feels like there are a lot of things that could happen in the level, but they're not happening, so it comes off a little bland. But at the same time, I'm having a bit of a Yoshi's Crafted World thing going on here, where it's like, the levels might not be the most perfectly created, or efficient, or entertaining, but they're really fun, and they look amazing. So, like, I don't care. Oh, wow, okay, 3,000 is actually the... Do you get my backside? Oh, it got my backside. There we go. Oh, here we go. I think this is the last cutscene I had. It's very important lore, too, so I'm gonna shut up on it.
Oh, don't tell me you've never heard about the Knitted Knights of the Imagisphere. The sworn protectors of Craftworld? Well, it's a Knitted Knight's duty to defend this world from threats like Vex. A vile creature born of nightmares and dread, with the power of the uproar at his command, corrupting everything it touches. Craftworld needs a new protector.
You
a
know,
sack person of true potential.
she sounds a lot like Emma
Someone
Thompson.
Like you. Well, not just you. See, the Imagisphere
You'd probably know her as
there are countless other craft worlds out there.
Nanny
even
McPhee,
countless knitted knights in waiting. And you
Professor
have the power to
Trelawney,
call on their help if you want it.
and most recently, Men in Black International. She's in a lot of stuff, though, and I don't quite remember all of it.
Is that you stop Vex.
And sorry, I'm saying that she sounds like it could be her, but I don't think it is.
And it starts by facing him at the top of this very mountain.
She does sound familiar, though. Not just in that sense. I think she really sounds familiar, like I've heard someone like this before. In a game. I swear I've heard that exact voice in a game. So there's the story. Bad guy eats dreams. You have to fight him. It's basically Kirby. There you go. Okay. Nice. And then I think... Yeah. Okay, so this is actually where we stopped. Where I stopped on my own file. So we will transfer over there real quick. This kind of makes me sad. There are levels that require more than one player. And I don't like that because, first of all, we're in quarantine. Second, I don't have anyone that I hang out with anyways. Like, even if it weren't a pandemic, I literally have nobody I hang out with except my parents. And even then, it's very seldom. Usually when I have to get something at the house real quick, I'm there for like 10 minutes. This is becoming a very sad and pathetic story. But I don't have many friends that I can hang out with. So, I don't like this. And another thing is that in the tooltips, like in the loading screen, it'll give you a tip saying, hey, if you don't have a friend, you can always go online and make a new one. But they apparently delayed the online multiplayer for the game. So, you can't actually do that. Thus, these levels will remain uncleared. Actually, probably forever, because I also don't have PlayStation Plus, so I can't even take advantage of it, so whatever. So give me a second. I'm gonna mute it real quick. Not mute it, but like change something around just in case like it gives, you know, like my entire social security number or something. You know the feeling. when you're streaming and your game just suddenly knows your everything. What am I doing? Switch user. There we go. And actually, no, log out is what we want. Because I don't care about my Breckenmeyer. What the heck? Oh! 0000. Thank you for joining the Tummy Tickle train. The kitties appreciate the tummy tickles, and I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. I just wanted to make sure that I respected the spelling of your name, so hopefully that was good. You got it. Thanks! I hope you enjoy your time here. Okay, here we go. Now this is my profile. This is the profile that's not the just for German stuff. I don't actually remember why I made the German one. For the 360, the reason I made a Japanese account was so I could download and play some Xbox Live Arcade games before they were officially released in the US. Like, I think Pac-Man was one of them, or Dig Dug. There were some arcade games that just weren't available yet, and I bought them, or at least downloaded the trials beforehand. I don't know. Oh, sorry, I don't know why the German one. It might have been something like that. Maybe it was the Tetris theme? I don't know. This is our Tetris theme, by the way. It's very fun. I would like my controller to work, thank you. And can I say perfect pronunciation? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's good. I'm glad that my hard work actually ended up meaning something. That's good. So, you're welcome. I've been playing this a lot. We might play it on stream again. The issue is that on stream it looks terrible because it's not 60 FPS on the stream, and ugh, I just shudder at the thought of what it might look like at this bitrate too. Anyways, sorry. We are going back to Sackboy. I apologize. I needed to switch profiles to the one that I'm my main profile, just because I wanted to show you the cutscenes and everything leading up to where I am on this one. I don't think I've done much more on this one, though. I think I've unlocked a couple more outfits, but that's it. I have the Little Nightmares theme. I'm not sure I've seen that one. I've heard of Little Nightmares, but I don't think I've ever played it. I always mix it up with Little Inferno. What is Little Nightmares? I'm guessing you're a fan of it if you have a theme of it. It's very spoop. Oh. It's one of those scary games. I could do some scary games. It depends on how scary it is. Like Resident Evil HD Remaster, that's pretty good for me. Outlast, absolutely not. That's too oppressive and scary for me. Alright, let me go to settings and raise the gamma, or lower it, sorry, because I don't know what's going on. The gamma just, it doesn't match with what I want, even though it doesn't match with... Okay, let me start over after I sneeze real quick.